How's it going, everybody? Jordan here, and in today's video I'm gonna go over the legendary assassin set called the Pirate set. This set is arguably the best assassin legendary set in the game. It deals the most pure assassin damage than any other build in the game. But before I get into the details of this legendary set, remember, if you enjoyed the video, a like would be very appreciated, and subscribe for more Assassin's Creed content. Alright, let's get right into it. The Pirate set is acquired when completing the Aegean Sea Cultist branch. This is the Cultist branch located in the bottom right hand corner of your Cultist screen, but what makes this set the best at dealing pure assassin damage is its set bonus, which gives you a 50% damage boost to all assassin abilities. This includes Hero Strike, Critical Assassinations, and Rush Assassinations. Unlike Hunter or Warrior perks, which have many different perks to increase your warrior and hunter damage, for example things like headshot damage or weapon damage and fire damage, but there aren't many ways to increase your assassin damage. That's what makes this particular set outstanding for dealing insane amounts of assassin damage. This allows you to one-hit kill mercenaries with regular assassinations, rush assassinations, and even the Hero Strike ability, which can't crit, and it does all of this while on Nightmare. It's tons of fun and lets you play a bit more aggressively and quicker as an assassin because you're killing people so quickly. Alright, let's go over the gear quickly and the engravings. So, for my primary weapon for this set is I use the Dagger of Cronus, and the reason is even though it's a warrior damage and it's got damage with daggers, that weapon lets me kind of quickly dispatch someone if I get caught somewhere and I don't quite, I haven't as fully assassinated the mercenary or things like that. But what I mainly want is the 40% damage when attacking from behind, because that applies to assassination damage. Now let me be clear, earlier on this perk did not apply to assassin damage, but I want to be 100% forward with you, it does now. They secretly patched it. The 40% damage when attacking from behind does apply to assassin damage. And then I engrave it with the 100% damage but health capped at 25%. Obviously I don't plan on getting caught and getting into some hand-to-hand combat or getting hit by arrows, so the 100% damage helps me just dispatch enemies even quicker. The secondary weapon I'm using is a Zephos of Dionysus. This gives me assassin damage, crit damage, and then the 20% damage with the Hero Strike ability. Hero Strike is so powerful with this build. Like I said, it can one-hit kill mercenaries. That makes it incredibly powerful. And what I did is I engraved it with the 30% damage while full health perk, which comes from the Nemean Claws legendary item. And because we're not focusing on hunter or warrior damage, I just use the bow to kind of get as much damage as I can out of it. And so I put assassin damage on the bow, all damage, and then I want more crit chance, because again, crit chance applies to your assassinations. And so you want high crit damage and high crit chance even on regular assassin builds. And then I engraved it with the 25% damage on elites and bosses. This could be whatever you want it to be. I chose this one because I don't really feature it all that often, but it helps get that extra punch when dispatching mercenaries or gold level enemies. Alright, let's look at the helmet. So the helmet comes with, or the hood rather, assassin damage and crit chance, and I went ahead and engraved it with crit damage because we're going to be critting more and more like we do with a lot of these builds. And so that stacks with the 50% damage with assassin abilities on top of those crittings. That's where all this damage is coming from. On the gauntlets, we're going to have assassin damage, crit damage, and I engrave it with crit chance. On the chest, we have assassin damage. We get adrenaline when we do assassination kills, and then 35% crit damage I engraved it with. On the waist, we have assassin damage, crit chance again, and I engraved it with the Nemean Lion set, which gives us a 5% crit chance and 25% crit damage while at full health. This can also be engraved with crit damage while at full health if you don't have that perk also. On the boots, we have more crit chance at full health, and so I engraved it with crit damage while at full health. So this legendary set already gives you a 50% damage boost and has tons of crit perks attached to it, making this one of the best legendary sets in the entire game. let's look at the abilities that I use for this particular build. So obviously you're getting your damage from assassin abilities. So you want to have a max rush assassination, and then you have the hero strike, which is inflicting 100% assassin damage plus the 50% damage on top of that when you use it against somebody. And then another mandatory ability with this, I think, is vanish. So if you find yourself where more than 5 people are attacking you, you can pop the vanish ability, get out of there, and then come back and take out who you need to. And then you want Stealth Master with this to stay quiet and get that additional damage at night. And then you want Shadow Assassin passives for more assassination damage and crit damage. And then if you happen to have the DLCs, Death Veil is not a bad thing to put a point into, just to make the enemies disappear as you are assassinating them. And then the rest I put into passives for attack and defense, some health in case I get caught, and then the archery mastery for the adrenaline gain. So what happens if you have a partially filled adrenaline, archery mastery will fill that adrenaline segment for you. And then Sixth Sense to slow time down if I get noticed and I didn't plan on getting noticed. Alright, let's look at the masteries. So again, what I'm going to kind of tell you is don't worry about the amount of points to put in these, just the types that I'm focusing on, and use the points that you have on those. So I put 8 points into assassin damage to get more assassination out of it. The main ones again that I'm putting points into is crit chance while at full health and crit damage while at full health. I gave myself a little bit of boost in daggers, that's a little extra. That should be probably the last one you do. You're not going to be using your dagger that often, but I'm comfortable doing it, and so I get caught. You don't deal a lot of melee damage with this build, but that helps in case you do. And then you want some points into damage while full health. And then down here, I put points into adrenaline on assassination kill. 8 points can give you 30% adrenaline on an assassination kill. Now what this does is a single assassination can get you 3 adrenaline segments. Now the power of that is the fact that 3 adrenaline segments to me represents a full rush assassination, a hero strike, and a vanish. So if you can assassinate someone, trigger Sixth Sense, rush assassinate, and then you use hero strike, and then you can use vanish to hide from everyone else who just caught you, all with 3 adrenaline segments that come from a single assassination kill. So that's why this one's actually a bit important. And then with my extra points, I put some points into movement speed while crouching to move a little quicker. To kind of augment the damage on elites and bosses, I put some points there. I put some points into damage while attacking from behind, and then some extra points into cooldown duration for all abilities. And the reason I did this is I want rush assassination to come back and hero strike to come back quicker than they normally do. Alright, let's go over the ratings for this build. For the set bonus, I gave this a 5 of 5. Like I said, assassin damage is hard to come by, and this set gives you a 50% damage boost to assassin abilities, which is incredibly powerful. That leads into the second, which is damage. I gave this obviously a 5 of 5. It deals a ton of damage for an assassin set. In fact, I think it deals some of the most in the entire game for assassins. For defense, I give this a 3 of 5 because all you need is vanish, and you don't have to worry about ever getting hit by anything, and you can just quickly dispatch people. So defense is almost unnecessary, and I think it's not worth it to give it a 1 of 5 to hurt the rating that much. For utility, I give it a 5 of 5 with just 8 points into adrenaline on assassination kill plus the adrenaline on assassination kill on the chest, and you get 3 adrenaline segments from 1 assassination, giving this a 5 of 5 utility. For fun to play, this is 5 of 5 as opposed to the Pilgrim set, which lets you move slower through a fort because you get to stay invisible. The Pirate set lets you play quicker, faster, more aggressive, and I really enjoy the faster, quicker, aggressive assassin playstyle with this set, which makes it really fun to play. This gives it an overall of 4.6 of 5. Overall, a really great legendary set, and it's great that it ships with the default version of the game. So that's the Pirate set. If you're looking to deal the most damage as an assassin, or as I say, a glassassin, then this is the set for you. It's a lot of fun to play, especially when you rush in there and just quickly assassinate an entire fort before they even know what hit them. If you already use this set or prefer another set, I'd love to hear what you're using in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, a like would be very appreciated, and be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification for more Assassin's Creed Odyssey content. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time.